Hi, I'm Jennifer, the traveling publisher. Thanks for joining me today here at the intersection of publishing and RVing. Today we're going to talk about something very important, cover design. Please stick with me to the end though when it's time for our top tips. And if you like this content, please consider liking and subscribing. So today we're going to talk about the cover. This is one of the most important things that you will do. It's so important that even if you only have a small budget, put it in here, put it in your cover design. We like to say people don't judge a book by its cover, but they do. They completely do. That is the only thing they can judge your book on at first, right? They're going to go to a bookstore, they're going to look on Amazon, they're going to see the cover, and they're going to judge your book. So your front cover's job is to get them to turn that book around and look at the back cover. The back cover is where you have the information about your book and you that seals the deal. So the front cover is so important. So what makes a great book cover? A bunch of qualities. The first one is contrast. If you're a YouTuber and you know how to get the words in the right way, please put it in comments. I suspect it's needing to have a camera person, which I don't have today. So take a look at this book, right? Even though the letters are backwards, you can totally read "A house needs to breathe," or does it? Contrast between the yellow and the white and the blue is beautiful. Even in a tiny thumbnail, you're going to be able to see this gorgeous cover and read it. Another thing that makes a great cover is clarity. Here's an example of clarity. If you see this book cover, one, grabs your eye, right? Two, it's super clear, zero limits. You can read that from a mile away. You're going to get between the image and the cover and the description in the background that this is about overcoming obstacles, breaking through. It's simple, it's clear, it's effective. Another quality of a great cover is cleverness. This is a cover that I think is super clever because it doesn't even need an image to convey what it's trying to say. Small mistakes, big consequences, right? Clever, super clever design, super simple, effective. Another quality of a great cover design is emotion. So you want to convey emotion with your book's cover. Take a look at this cover, Those Who Fear Us. You can tell by glance, this is a novel, right? It's gonna give you a vibe, a feeling. It makes you feel something, good emotion. In contrast, here's a very different cover, A Reckoning of Souls. When you look at this cover, you say, I got a totally different vibe from that book. You get a very distinct emotion. You wanna say, I'm gonna turn that around. What's on the back? One last very important quality is a great title. Here's an example of a great title, From Conception to Confusion. It's funny, it's clever, it's unusual. I want to know, what is that book about? And so those are 5 attributes to a great cover. Please let me know what you think. Maybe tell me some of your top covers, or put some questions for me. Now, it's top tip time. My top publishing tip for today is create a space for yourself. Create a place to write. It's just so important. I think it's part of the ritual. Even if that space is a tiny little corner desk in your family room, it's a dedicated place. I think it's important when you are ready to write that you sit down and you gather your thoughts, you're in the place. It's telling your body, okay, and your brain, all right, we're here to write. So try to find some sort of dedicated place, a certain room in your house, a certain place in that room where your supplies are, where you're comfortable, where you have some privacy. You don't want to have any impediments to writing, right? It's hard enough. You have enough going on in your life. You don't want to have to overcome obstacles like gathering your supplies or organizing your space or clearing off the dining room table to write, because let's face it, that's never going to happen. Have a dedicated writing place and space. Now let's talk about today's RV tip, which is kind of along the same lines. Something I've noticed that you might think about as you're on your RV journey is a lot of smaller RVs have something called Murphy beds, which are beds that cleverly fold up into the wall. Now, Murphy beds are clever and neat, and even Disney World, a lot of the hotels now have Murphy beds. But I, however, have decided that I do not want a Murphy bed because I just don't like them. When I careen through my day, like you probably do, and at the end of the day, I just want to crash and fall into my bed full tilt. And you can't do that if you have to pull it down out of the wall, fix the legs up, fluff up your pillows and cushions and stuff. No. So much like I just talked about having a dedicated writing station, for me, I need to have a dedicated sleeping station. Now, you might be different. So I would love, please, in the comments, let's get a poll going. Tell me, yes, I love Murphy beds, or no, I don't love Murphy beds. I would love to hear your thoughts. Well, friends, that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at some of our super, super awesome authors covers. Please consider joining me again. It's my goal to help advance your dreams of becoming an author. I want to see you on Amazon, becoming an RVer. I want to see you at the campground. Thanks, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.